Good was good. It's Shades up in the building. Today I'm be reacting off the top 10 anime villains that got their ass kicked. So I already know some of this stuff I probably already seen before, but let's get on to the video and let's see what's happening. Alright.
相手もいろいろ準備してただろうに。えげつないな、お前。
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 anime villains that got their asses kicked.
Okay.
I still owe you some pain and misery for what you did.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're not looking at one-on-one slugfests, but rather villains that were completely outmatched by the hero, either right from the start, or after a mid-match boost in power. Naturally, this list will cover some pretty significant battles, so a spoiler warning is now in effect.
I ain't never
Number
seen
10,
that before.
Kenneth, Fate Zero.
No, I ain't never seen that before.
Arrogant villains are always the best choice for a well-deserved beatdown, and luckily for us, this Magus is as smug as they come. After having his secret base destroyed by protagonist Kiritsugu, Kenneth arrives at the Einsburn Manor to take some sweet revenge. He has no problem keeping his prey on the ropes thanks to his pet ball of mercury that can block almost anything and slice you to bits at the same time. Alas, no one expects the magic bullets, and Kiritsugu manages to land 2 shots with his signature pistol.
Hey. Okay.
The first one pierces his shoulder, while the second one completely fries Kenneth's nerves. Ouch.
Yeah, good one, crazy.
Number 9, Nobuyuki Sugo, Sword Art Online.
That's my
He's
business.
the pain absorber from level 10 to level 8.
The owner of Alfheim Online seems up to some shady business, considering 300 people are somehow trapped in his game, including series love interest Asuna. This obviously doesn't sit well with Kirito, and he enters into virtual reality one more time to find his girl. In the climactic showdown, Kirito overpowers him with the use of admin commands. Nobuyuki gets so mad that he ambushes the teenager in the real world with a knife, and loses a second time.
Such a weak weapon. Too light. No reach. And it's all I'm gonna need to kill you once and for all.
Number 8, Risho, Yu Yu Hakusho.
This is gonna be a short
This
one.
used to be my business too. I always love this.
Risho is shown to be the strong and silent type who only speaks out when one of his teammates is about to get blasted from outside the ring. His true personality comes out when he takes to the ring to face a heavily injured Kuwabara in the final round. His opponent can't even summon his weapon, but that doesn't stop this ruthless ninja from decimating the poor guy with magic. Fortunately for Kuwabara, the power of love kicks in and charges his power just enough to smack Risho out of the arena. You're done, son.
So get out of my
Way.
Number 7, Neferpito, Hunter x
Yes.
Hunter.
僕
That's an ex-hunter.
ちょっと強いかも。
Neferpito is not an opponent to be taken lightly, considering their position as one of the Chimera Ant King's royal guards. It's not just a fancy title either, as they have no problem taking down the powerful hunter Kite. However, they make the fatal mistake of angering Gon, who, once learning of his friend's fate, releases his latent energy that not only ages him to an adult with a sweet hairdo, but also boosts his power considerably. Pito does the smart thing and tries to attack the beast from behind, only to be met with one of the most brutal 2-hit combos we've seen in anime.
Yeah, this was a beast.
Number 6, Koyoma, Mob Psycho 100. If there's one thing this series continuously hammers into our heads, it's that when Mob's emotions go out of control, it's a bad time
Come
for
on,
everyone.
people. Where is
Koyoma,
the-
a high-ranking
where the
member
second
of the
season
criminal
I've been waiting
organization
for it.
Core is sent out to do the worst possible thing you can do, kidnap Mob's brother, Ritsu. Though he maintains the upper hand for most of the fight and ultimately completes his mission, he does piss off Mob enough to get a crash course in psychic wrestling. Their rematch, if you can even call it one, goes a little differently, with Koyama barely lasting a second before getting ping-ponged around the room. Number 5, Sea King, One Punch Man. Let's be honest here. If you're a villain in this world, it is your destiny to get your ass kicked. Sea King stands out from his predecessors because he's the first tangible threat to the Heroes Association. He single-handedly takes down 2 S-rank heroes, Puri Puri Prisoner and Saitama's cyborg student, Genos. The latter narrowly escapes death thanks to the efforts of the much less powerful but equally heroic Moomin Rider, who unfortunately becomes Sea King's new punching bag for a bit. Thankfully, all the abuse and tearful monologues pay off when Saitama shows up to do what he does best.
One punch. That was it.
Number 4, Clementine, Overlord.
でも姫が漏れないように準備はしてくれてるんでしょ。一人くらいならゆっくりと遊んでもいいんじゃない。
We all knew this fight was coming, and we sure couldn't wait to see it happen. Clementine is one sadistic, crazy rogue sporting an outfit made from the medals of slain adventurers.
なんてね。これのこと。
She greatly enjoys inflicting pain and suffering on her victims, which she makes very clear in the gruesome aftermath of her battle with the good-natured Sword of Darkness. Complementing this unstable personality is her skill in battle, showing little effort in dodging and countering Ainz's attacks in the first part of their fight. It's too bad then that Ainz is actually a giant undead mage who is borderline invincible and can give a pretty mean hug.
I never seen this one before. Maybe I'll watch this tonight.
Number 3, Android 19, Dragon Ball Z.
DBZ.
Created by Dr. Gero solely to take revenge on Goku for defeating the Red Ribbon Army, Android 19 is definitely not someone you'd like to meet in an alley. His signature ability allows him to absorb all manner of energy through the palms of his hands and add it to his own, so lobbing Kamehamehas at him is not exactly the best idea.
This is horrible. I feel like I'm dying.
After Goku succumbs to the reality of high cholesterol, 19 moves on to his next opponent who, unfortunately for him, has no medical conditions and has just ascended to Super Saiyan status. Needless to say, 19 is quickly disarmed and eventually blown away by Vegeta's new signature move. Number 2, Steely Dan, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust
JoJo.
Crusaders. From killing old ladies with parasites to backhanding children across the face, this guy has absolutely no shame. Steely Dan is the antagonist's hired assassin, and he possesses the oh-so-pleasant stand named Lovers. This insect-sized stand crawls into the victim's ear and attaches itself firmly to the brain. And yes, it gets worse because any damage that Dan takes is reflected onto the infected person. This might make him quite honestly the most frustrating villain to deal with, but Joseph's group eventually finds a way to stop this pest from causing any more damage, and Jotaro takes his frustration out with a solid 20-second Aura, one of the longest in the series.
Hey. Just think if you get hit like that in real life.
Number 1, Spandam.
One Piece.
Just like any other long-running anime series, you're gonna have quite a few ass-kickings along the way. Spandam is a special case on our list just because of how much of a clumsy villain he is. He leads the Cypher Pole 9, but he's a coward at heart and only appears threatening if his opponent is tied up. He's no stranger to pain, but it's honestly quite impressive how he can walk off having his face smashed in or slapped to unconsciousness.
Stop it!
It's even more impressive that he's still alive after Robin's brutal and satisfying use of her clutch technique to twist him backwards and snap his spine like a twig.
Watch.
The fuck? Oh. Well, that's it for that. That was the top 10 anime villains that got their ass kicked. I think a lot of other stuff should have actually been put in this video, but hey, it is what it is. So, till next time. Peace.